All right, you guys, I'm back. As you can see, I'm taking these braids out. Only the front though, you know. They're frizzy and yo, it's time for a change. Braids are easy. I love them. My life is so much easier, but I just hate taking them out. Like, I wish there was some type of magical, faster method, you know, just like. And we're back. That didn't take that long, did it? 2.5 seconds and we look where we at. We've come so far, not far enough because we're not done. Because I gotta wash this hair, get this scalp right, baby. Because for some reason, when I get that last braid out, this scalp get the itching like crazy. It's nuts. So we're about to wash this scalp of mine and get this part ready to be blow dried and braided. Look, I still got hair coming. That's just madness. Let's get this hair washed. And voila, we are freshly washed out hair, still dripping wet. You see them fresh wash curls, you know, nicely detangled. All that shedding is gone, you feel me? Feeling great, feeling good, refreshed. But we still gotta blow dry this hair, Mom, before we even really get started on these braids though. But it's not gonna take that long because we've been moving pretty fast today. So we got time, don't you worry. I'm gonna be right back. I'm back with my friend, my favorite, one of my favorites, the Adrianne's Natural Stimulating Scalp Oil. You can also use it on your beard. So, you know, fellas, I got you covered too. Don't you worry. And, you know, as usual, blow dry and oils. Hand in hand, they go together. Get that hair moisturized, get that scalp right, get everything ready and prepared to be in those braids. You can't retain length in your protective style if you're not doing your part. That is very important. So now let's get to these braids. All right, so this is how far I've gotten. Got two braids over here. Two braids over here. And I'm gonna make two down the middle. I am hoping that I have enough edge control where I don't have to go to the store, but I think I'm gonna have to go to the store, you guys. It's okay, I'm gonna get at least one braid done down the middle. Before, I gotta cut this meeting short, y'all. So right now, I'm just trying to prep this section with my edge control. Get it nice and slick, you know, sexy looking. And make sure this baby lasts, you know. I'm gonna do this braid, you know, in real time so that you guys can see how I'm doing this. It's gonna be a feed-in braid. I actually really like the feed-in braids in comparison to the traditional ones. They just look so much more natural. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go to the store. It's okay though. I hope they're still open. Let's see here. So I'm combing the edge control through my hair just to smooth it down. I did not press my hair. I don't do that when I braid it. I just blow dry it really good. Get it as, you know, straight as possible. I guess manageable as possible. Just so that I'm able to work it and mold it a little easier as opposed to it being curly, because that's gonna be no good. But this little kink texture that I have after my blow dry, it works just fine. It lays down just fine. It works. I don't need to straighten it. That's unnecessary. So yeah, this is it. So Okay, that's good right there. Good enough for me. And doing this, it just helps you to, it's like a guide. It makes it look prettier, of course, but it's also a guide to how you're gonna braid it, what direction you're gonna go in, how it's gonna look, where the braid is gonna lay. And yeah, it just helps it look really neat. More than anything, so when I first started learning how to braid, that wasn't even a thing. That wasn't something that was getting done. So right now, you guys can barely see me, but I'm doing my sections of hair that I'm gonna be pulling from. Pretty small, about this big. I'm gonna do about, when I did my last braids, those 2 braids, I think I did like 19 per braid. This one is not nearly as big, the section, but I'll probably still do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably still do 19, and if I use them, I use them. If I don't, they're gonna be used in the next braid, so it really doesn't matter. But I like to count them just so that I know how many I have, how many I've started out with, so that when I do the other braid, there's consistency. They're gonna be the same, or as close to the same as I can possibly get them. At least I'm gonna have the same amount of hair sections in each, so it should have the same type of flow. They should be the same size. They should be the same length. There should be no problem. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so I have 19 of them. We'll see if I use them all for this braid. But the main thing is keep those around the same size, and feed them in as you go. Just quite often. You'll see if you watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about. But you gotta feed them in kind of fast, just to have a nice smooth flow of the braids. So like I said last time, I like to use the comb and part off the first section, the first little piece that I'm going to start braiding. Section it in 3. Can you see that? You can kind of see it. You can see it. And then start my braid. And then I go around until the hair is back in my left hand. Then I start feeding that fast. When I feed it, I tuck it into my index finger, my thumb, let that other piece just hang. Bring it around, gotta start braiding it in. When it gets back in my left hand, I tuck it in. Take my next piece and add it in right there. And then go around again. Hair's back in my left hand, tuck that in. And you're just gonna keep on doing that until that braid is finished. When you do the bigger braids, the 2 braids, I feel like they're a little harder, only because you really have to make sure you're holding that hair good to get that braid as tight as possible, as neat as possible. Make sure you're grabbing that hair as good as you can. Get that braid as flat as possible. And that's the main thing. braiding my hair is so, I love braiding my own hair, I'm gonna say. I don't love it. I don't like doing my own hair, even though I like doing hair, which sounds weird, I know. But I'd rather braid my own hair instead of letting somebody else braid it, because when other people braid my hair, it hurts so bad. And when I braid it, I know how much pain I can tolerate. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like when I'm pulling too tight. I know when I need to calm down. I know all of that. Somebody else is doing your hair. They just going. Well, some people care. They just can't feel it, you know. Some people, they just like, sit down, shut up. Like, nah, man, you are definitely not doing my hair again. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I'm gonna let you finish my hair, right? But doing my own hair, I am in total control. I'm not gonna complain. One thing that I'm not doing right now that you should do if you're doing your own hair is make sure you're running your fingers through the bottom when you do your braiding, so that you don't have to keep on taking that extra time to detangle like I've been having to do since I've been talking to you guys. You've got to make sure that you're paying attention, constantly doing that. Run your fingers through it so that you don't have to get those knots out. Those knots, oh, they're horrible. They get horrible, should I say. And sometimes you can't get them out. You got to cut them out. But, you know, we're trying to prevent that. Make sure we get the best results as possible, the best braids as possible with minimal work, minimal stress. Because it stresses me out when that hair gets tangled. I'm not even gonna lie. And now here is where I'm gonna take that braid and start braiding it into the French braid. Because it wasn't meant for them to hang, it was meant for them to be in the French braid as I'm still feeding my hair in. But you don't want to forget about them. You don't want them just hanging. And you don't want to have to undo the braid to do it over because you forgot about them. It's no good. And you don't want to add them in a spot where they don't flow. Now I'm adding the second one in. Also adding more hair. There we go. I'm using smaller pieces. I like it. I think it looks more natural, and I'm also not necessarily trying to hide my real hair. How people are doing those tuck style braids where they're hiding the hair. I don't have to do that here. I'm just braiding them tight enough to where my hair blends in. My hair's not getting curly and poking out. Now I'm actually doubling them since I'm at the bottom of the braid where it just hangs. I'm not doing it single. So now I'm taking 2 of those little pieces at the time just to thicken the braid up a little bit. Because my hair is pretty thick, so I do want it to look natural. And I'm still feeding it in at the bottom part here because of the length. You know, we need to get the length, good enough length to where it blends in good with these braids back here. I'm gonna put a little bit more on, and then this is actually gonna be the last piece that I add in, and then I'm just going to braid it down. And then cross my fingers that that store is open so that I can get me some more edge control. And I need to get me some more what's that stuff? Some more foam to finish it off with. So that would suck. I mean, I don't have anywhere to go, but that would suck. I definitely want to finish this tonight in one setting. So I used all 19 of the pieces, and I added one more piece in towards the end for a little more length. When you feed them in as often as I do, it gives you that nice taper so that you don't have to worry about cutting the hair to make it, you know, taper off at the bottom, or using a razor on it, or starting over. It gives it that nice natural taper braid look, and I love it. So this is it, you guys. Hope you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm not looking, but this is it. This is what it's gonna look like on the other side once I get to it. But yeah, if anything, if it doesn't help you learn how to braid because my hands were probably in the way, hopefully give you an idea for a nice style, your next style. But yeah, I like it. This is gonna be a cute one. What y'all think? Let me know. I'll put my pictures in as always after I dip it, and let me know what y'all think. Did y'all like this style better, the second one, or the third one? Because remember, this is the third time that I've done my hair over with these same individuals in the back. These are the same individuals. I don't change them. I'm only changing the front, baby. Refresh that front, wear it down. Nobody can tell the difference. So let me know which one do y'all like the best. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what I mean. Subscribe. See, I'm just so excited because I want y'all to subscribe so bad. But comment. Let me know what you guys think and how I can make my videos better. Thank you.